Take off my shoes. Oh yeah, get comfortable. Ugh. Feeling like an old lady. This table is so low, that's why. Okay. Hi, Soul Family. You guys just see me struggle a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Welcome back, sweet. Oh, Hi, Soul Family. How we feeling? How we doing? It's your girl Jaya Firely back with another soulful episode, okay? Because I told myself I wasn't gonna curse anymore, so we're gonna say soulful instead of mother effing. I like that. I like that. So we have tea for the soul, sweet tea. There you go. I like that a lot. I'm really trying not to curse on here, y'all. It's a struggle because in real life, we ain't even gonna get into all that. But today, the tea is still the same. Okay. It's the last bag. I could say that. So whatever flavor I choose next, we just gonna see what the flavor is. But yeah, it's the same pomegranate tea. Okay. And then we have the notes on the side, and then we have the candle. Okay. So you know the drill already. And if you don't, it's okay because it's a new process. It's a new setting. It's a new show. It's a new season. Okay. But while I get the candle together, and I'm sorry I did my tea off camera, we think about the quote of the day, and then we talk about the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is, don't stunt yourself from growing. Okay. We're going to repeat that. Don't stunt yourself from growing. Because why? Today, this episode is about being teachable. All right. So think about that while I light this candle. I wonder if my tea is still hot. I'm scared. Okay, a tad bit, but we like it that way because the other times, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my tea was warm. I was sipping it too fast. So now let's talk about the quote. The quote was, don't stunt yourself from growing, right? And it's so many different things that go into that quote because number one, you could stunt yourself from growing from just being scared of your own potential. You could stunt yourself from growing because you don't want people to see you fail if you do. Fail, quote unquote, because there's no such thing, right? It's just a lesson. You could stunt yourself from growing because you're afraid what other people might think of you. You could stunt yourself from growing because of procrastination. The main question you should ask is, are you letting yourself be teachable? And being teachable helps you grow, okay? It helps you grow as a person. It helps you grow your knowledge. It helps you grow the community around you, right? And I've experienced this many times because sometimes I feel like I know it all, but I don't know it all, okay? And I've had different situations where it definitely showed. And one of them was I started doing construction work with my uncle, right? And when I first moved here, he was doing it and I was on the work site and I was watching and I was like, that seems pretty easy. I feel like I could do that, right? So then when I actually started working with him, I was like, all right, cool. Let me get into this. Let me start wiping the tiles and stuff, right? But what I did not know was you have to do it a certain way and you have to wipe a certain amount of times because the tin set will show up or the grout will show up. It will show up gray or it'll just be dusty. And it's like, okay, now I didn't wipe properly. So I went into it thinking that, yeah, I knew it. I got this, right? I didn't tell nobody, okay? And the whole time, if I didn't let myself be teachable, I probably wouldn't have got them tiles cleaned properly. Okay, it's a certain way you have to do it. It's not just wiping a counter, it's not just wiping a floor, right? So what that did was it helped me to put my ego down, it helped me to be more humble, and it helped me to grow within the business. So I went in there not knowing how to wipe down a tile, to next thing you know, probably like 2 or I'll say like 2 weeks max, I was wiping it down and there was nothing there. Straight shine. Okay. So that was a teachable moment for me to actually put my ego down and just learn. There's nothing wrong with learning because you're always growing. You're always learning yourself as a person. And once you learn yourself as a person, you start to learn the people around you, the task around you, the world around you, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And the one thing I want to say too, it doesn't matter what age group is teaching you something. And I want to put this out there. Because I don't like, one thing I'm going to call you out. Sorry. I don't like how old heads feel like just because of age, they know everything, okay? But when it comes to it, younger people could actually teach you more about yourself. I said what I said, okay? There's been plenty of situations where I've been around older people and like they feel like they know it all, but whole time I'm teaching them a different way how to do things that may be easier or whatever the case may be, and it actually helps them, you know? So think about it. You could be teachable at any age. It does not matter, okay? Because life is always changing. You're always changing. Why not be open to all of it? And being teachable means that you're open-minded about certain things, okay? I know everybody has like their own belief that they believe in and it's just stuck. It ain't going nowhere. But to certain things you have to be open-minded about. And being teachable helps you to be open-minded because you get to see different perspectives. You get to realize that like you're human, you make mistakes. Okay, you're not perfect all the time. Nobody's perfect, no matter how it may come off to other people or how you may see yourself. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes at times, and life has a way of showing you that and really humbling you. So be teachable. We come on earth to learn, okay? That's the main part of the human experience. We come to learn. So don't be afraid to really open up yourself, be vulnerable, and actually admit to yourself that you don't know everything, and don't be embarrassed because you don't know certain stuff, okay? It's okay. I've had to learn that as well, because growing up, I did always have a certain mindset of like, I know it all, because I'm not gonna lie, I've known certain things that other people don't know at a certain age, or even now, like people will tell me certain stuff like, I wish I knew that at your age or whatever. So to me, it was like, oh yeah, I know that. Brush that off. But then I have to actually remember that like I'm human, number one, and I'm still young. Like, yeah, I know certain knowledge, but I haven't experienced certain things, so I just need to relax, okay, and be humble and just let life teach me, and life goes more smoother that way. So if you do fail, quote unquote, it's not a failure, it's just a lesson. You learn that lesson, you apply it to the next experience in life, and you're good to go. That's why I don't really see like, okay, I'm having like a down moment and I just be so hard on myself like I used to. Now it's just like, it's a lesson. Life is teaching me something. Let me sit down. Okay, and then when it pops up again, because I feel like life is always a game, it's always a quiz. You do something, you learn that lesson, and then God is like, did you really learn that lesson? You be like, yeah, I got it. Then you actually go into the situation again. That's the real test, because sometimes you feel like you learned that lesson and then you go back into that same pattern and it's like, what did I go through that for? But I'm learning. I'm learning to know myself in certain situations. and also knowing the difference between my old self and my new self. Because my old self might go into that temptation, but my new self is like, no, we got to figure out something better in life. We got to keep on pushing, got to keep on growing. So we're not going to do that no more. And it's like, okay, cool. And the main thing about being teachable that a lot of people don't like is constructive criticism. Okay, I'm gonna spell it out on the screen because people do not know how to take constructive criticism. And there's a difference between judgment and actually telling somebody what to do and rudeness, okay? But constructive criticism is basically telling you something about yourself. You might not like it, but the truth hurts and it's something you may need to fix. Now, if somebody is telling you what to do and it's coming off kind of rude, I suggest you really don't. Okay, well, actually, no. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So obviously the attitude does not resonate with you or whatever was said in that way, leave it, but take in that constructive criticism. And also remember too, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay, so if somebody's being nice about it and it's giving you constructive criticism and you still catching the attitude and don't want to take it, then that's upon you. Okay, but that's the main thing about being teachable. Okay, because you may do something and somebody's like, no, that's not how you do it. You do it this, that, and that way. Don't catch an attitude. Don't feel like you know it all. A lot of people struggle with taking constructive criticism, but that's how you grow, okay? That's how you grow. And if you're my friend, you know I'm always going to give you constructive criticism. Not always. But like when the time comes, I got to keep it real with you. I'm not a yes man. I'm going to tell you what it is and what it ain't, okay? Always. As my friend, you should know that. As anybody around me, you should know that. Because I would expect the same thing. If I'm doing something wrong, if I'm messing up, I want somebody to tell me. Like, sometimes you really don't see yourself. So, yeah. Okay? And at the end of the day, too, only you know yourself, your mind, and your body. So, like I said, there's a difference between constructive criticism and somebody telling you what to do. Don't let somebody tell you what to do and knowing that it does not resonate with you at all. Okay? I'll put that out there. Constructive criticism is to make you better as a person. There's a difference. Okay? All right. Well, thank you for tuning into the Sweet Tea Show. The sweet tea for the soul. Okay? That's my new logo. I'm going to put it everywhere. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share with a friend. Okay? We love the shout outs. We love the love. We love the comments. We love the likes. We love the views. We love everything. If I could meet all of my, I gotta figure out a name for y'all. That's one. Oh, wait. Guys, that was a very slow moment. But soul family, if I could meet everybody in my soul family, that would be legit, okay? But I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.